This is day 2 of our big adventure, and I'm gonna go for a short walk to the nearby shops, and hopefully I will find some breakfast. The breakfast that we had yesterday was absolutely amazing. So this is where we're staying. There's all these papayas and all sort of trees around. You can hear, wow, look at that. Look at the number of bananas they have there. Wow, that's the barbecue place. Now this is quite interesting. I wanted to show you this. This is their rubbish bin. So basically they store the rubbish off the ground in bags, and the reason for storing it off the ground is because they don't want to attract mice and rats. I have not seen any of those creatures around. The music is already blurring. Samoans are very big on music. They love their loud music. Even in public buses, they play music, which is pretty funny. Hopefully I will get the opportunity to go on one of those. It's a busy road, very lively. Where we're staying, but it doesn't bother us. We're so exhausted every night. And so the breakfast that we had yesterday, in my short clip, I only tried 2 of them. I didn't realize that the other cups had different types. Well, most of them were some sort of coconut cream mixed with various fruits and a little bit of tapioca in it. So I will see what I can get. I was told that in the mornings, that's when you can get those kind of things. So it was really just a minute walk to a Frankie. This is a chain in here. At least it appears that it's a supermarket chain, which is quite popular. The only challenge that I have is they ask me to leave my bag at the door, which I'm not comfortable with. I have my money with me, and I don't want to leave it there for them. That would be a little bit risky. So I may go over to this other shop, but that could be a little bit too far walking. The last night, oh yeah, we can see. This is also very typical in Samoa. You can see they're selling fruits out on the street. Super fresh. Everything is super fresh. Last night's dinner was amazing. That was also very fresh. And well, this is what I love about Samoa, is that the food in general is very fresh, and you can live a very healthy life. Oh, look at that bus. That looks really cool, really decorated. Look how packed it is. Okay, I definitely don't want to try that. What's also very funny about these Samoan buses, these public buses, is that they sit on each other's laps because they are so packed. Quite often they are so packed that they just make the most of the space. So even random people just sit on each other's lap. I personally have seen it. It's quite entertaining. I don't want to try a bus like that, to be honest. Most of the people in here are twice my size. So yeah, let me go and see if I can get some breakfast. So I'm inside the store now. Look at all these prepackaged sandwiches. They're $5. $5 tala, which is about $2.50 Australian. They got all these donuts and what have you, muffin, big muffin, about 70 cents Australian. These cakes, 12 cents. Loaf of bread, freshly baked, about $2 Australian. They got all the unhealthy stuff in here. Various jams. I don't think that these are local jams. Let me see if I can find something exciting in this store. Something that's not commonly seen in Australia. So far all I can see is just imported goods like in the other store. Lots of drinks, huge bags of rice. Now in relation to the rice, there was a very interesting observation. So on the first night we were desperate for some food after our somewhat challenging, they even sell clothing. After a somewhat challenging travel to Australia, I mean to Samoa from Australia, so I went to an Indian store and they sold two types of rice, a local rice and basmati rice. And the local rice was somewhat cheaper, but I thought it was really cool that they actually gave you the option to eat something local. So yeah, we tried the local rice as well as the basmati. The basmati is top notch. That's definitely the best rice I reckon in the world. Little kids. But the local rice was alright too. Now this soap, I remember this soap from many years ago. Very, very, it has a very strong scent. I love it. I don't know how good it is for our skin, but it has a very strong, very nice scent. So yeah, all this hair gel. Yeah, Samoans do like their hair products, that's for sure. So yeah, I think there's not much exciting. I'm gonna ask these ladies over here about t-shirt printing. Maybe I can get some Taikonitos t-shirt. I've got some really cool designs that I will have it on my website very soon on taikonitos.com. So let me just ask them. Interesting experience in the shop. So I asked the woman if they know where I can get some t-shirts printed, and I guess her English was a little bit limited, and yeah, she was trying to sell me all sort of other items, like they call it lava lava, which is sarong in English, and yeah, so she didn't really understand. I couldn't get the information that I wanted, and then I'm exiting the shop, and the security guy who I actually met yesterday and had a brief conversation with, he stopped me and he's like, why don't you put your bag over there? And then I just leaned in and I told him that, oh, I have my money in my bag, I don't want to leave it there. And he's like, oh, okay, big money. and then I just asked him his name, and then we shook hands, and we're all buddies now. So yeah, it's I like to connect with people like that. It's pretty cool. Now I came to this other shop. I probably should have walked because the traffic was really heavy. It's only 1 block away from where we're staying, and this is where we can get some real Samoan breakfast. You can see supoesi, suafai, vai salo, kokolaisa, kokoesi. yeah, these are the things that we had yesterday. So I'm gonna give it a try and see if I can get a good deal. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if maybe I should have come with my wife. I don't know. Maybe I go into the store and ask how much these should, or I ask some random people how much they should sell these for, so that they're not ripping me off, because I don't see any prices. So I had a negative experience about 13 years ago in Samoa, where I went to a local market and I wanted coconut. I wanted drinking coconut, and they ended up selling me cooking coconut, even though I told them drink, and they still ended up selling me a bunch of cooking coconut. So I took it back to the resort, not knowing, and then the receptionist or the owner of the resort, actually, she stopped me and she's like, "What you gonna do with all those cooking coconuts?" And then I told her that I'm gonna drink it. I love drinking coconuts. And then she said, she just shook her head, and then she said, "No, these are not drinking coconuts. Yeah, just leave it with me. I'll give you drinking coconuts." So she was very kind, and she replaced the cooking coconuts with drinking coconuts for me, because they use the cooking coconuts every day. Like, even at the place where we're staying, they use up 50 coconuts every single day to make coconut cream, which is they use coconut cream for a lot of dishes in here. So I'm gonna go and get or try my luck getting some real Samoan breakfast. So I picked up loads of breakfast for 50 tala. They gave me a discount. First I asked one of the shoppers how much they're selling it for. They said 3 tala each, which is like $1.50 for a cup of that breakfast. So I picked up, I don't even know how much. There's a whole box in here. Probably, let me just have a quick look. There's at least 15 or 17, probably 17 of them. Plus I picked up a couple of other dishes as well that looked quite attractive. So yeah, for 50 tala, which is about $25, I think I picked up enough food to feed the entire family. Now this is quite interesting. There is a graveyard on somebody's yard. You can see all those decorations. Another interesting observation that I had was that they cut the hedges with machete, and it's hard work, I'm telling you. It's very hard work, but they're doing a great job. The hedges are very neat in most places that I have seen. You'll see it on this road. This is just a very typical Samoan road, out in the villages. Very neat. Like I mentioned earlier, poverty. Oh, this is cool. This is also a common sight. Guys on the truck just hanging out. That is funny. There. And these guys, they're cutting the hedge with machete. Nice and neat. The rubbish. I think there was a police guy in here, so I better put the camera away. So this is how much food I got for 50 tala, which is about $25. I don't know, I haven't even checked the exchange rates. You can see we got 15 different dishes. If you're an average eater, probably an average Western eater, probably 1 cup of these would be enough for you. Maybe 2. For me, if you're like me, then you would probably eat at least 3 of them. So, if you take that into consideration, it's not the cheapest way of eating, but at the moment, this is what we have. But, for about $1.50, you get one of these meals. This one is, I believe this one is taro maybe in like cocoa Samoa with coconut cream, and this one is papaya. So very much looking forward to trying these two. I haven't had the opportunity to try these yet.
That tasted like chocolatey oats. That tastes like creamy banana with jelly. This one kind of tastes like twisties. It's alright, but I wouldn't really have it. It tastes like coconut. Very creamy, jelly-like coconut. That one tastes nice, very chocolatey, and the balls are extremely doughy. Those are very nice.
Sharpen your knowledge and cut your way out of your jungle. Keith of the Jungle, sharp as a razor.